Hello and welcome friends. So in previous video we have seen how to create a record. Now in this video we are going to see how to edit a record. So editing the record we need to call two functions. One is for get the product by ID and update the record. So once I will click on any of the product, it will take the ID of that product and it will call the function from the backend and it will fetch all the related record and it will put again on that same fields what all the record present for that product, so the user can directly edit that product. Okay, so let's see how to do that one. So to create a edit function, we need two function as I have already told. So these are the two function: get product by ID. Inside that we will pass the p code and we'll get the row array of the product. We'll get all the data of that product which have the ID as p code, and then inside update we will just pass the p code and as the form array. So form array will have the updated record and p code will have the product code which are going to be updated. Okay, so these two function we need in the product model, and let me show you the account page.php file. So what we have done here, so once the user click on the edit button, so this is the edit button as the href, and once the user click on the edit button, we'll create a URL product ops edit, and we are concatenating this product slash underscore p code. Okay, p underscore code we are going to pass. So this is the product code which we are going to pass to the edit function of the product ops controller. So come to the product ops controller. So inside the product ops controller, what we have done for the edit, so we'll get that p code, and then if the user is logged in, then we are going to perform all this operation. If user is not logged in, then we'll directly to the login page. So now come to this part, as get user by ID, will set the user record on the session inside the data, and then we are calling the product model and we are calling the get product by ID, and then p code, and we are setting all this data of that product inside the data array of the product. Okay, so now these are the validation as which are the required one. If the validation is false, then it will call the edit function with the data which we have fetched, and if it is the validation is true, then we are going to set all this form data here, and this one is the last modified date and updated by user. So whichever user is the logged in, it will take that first name and the current date time, it will set in that, and then we are going to call the update product. Inside that we are going to pass the p code and form array, and we are going to set the flash data as the record updated successfully, and will redirect to the user slash account page. And so it will go to the user slash account page, and it will take the updated record, and it will just iterate it again and print it this one. So this one is the user slash account. This one is the control. It will go in the controller, and after that controller it will just call the view. Okay, so yeah, so as if you have seen here the product ops, we have called one view user slash edit and we are passing this data. So that's why we need to create one more edit page here, one edit page here. So inside that we'll going to do same thing. Okay, this logged in and log out this feature, and here we are going to create a update form and submit of the update. We are going to call the product ops edit product and product ID, and here inside the input, if you see, this is the name as the p code. We are setting the value of the p code of the data which we have in the form, like that array of the data. So this is the product p code. Okay, here also same thing we are going to do, and this is the PHP form array. Like if any error is coming from the code igniter, we are going to print that one here. Okay, so like this, on the cancel we are going to route it to the account user/account page. Okay, so as the user click on the submit button, it will call the submit function product ops edit and with the same product code, and the same like here also, that edit will check the if the these are the validation is true, then it will call this database function. Okay, so let's see one edit functionality here. So if you see inside the database, I have this 1001 as the product I'm going to update. So it will update the last modified value, and it will call this like it will update it by user also will get updated here. So just click on update edit. So it will take that ID, it will pass to the database, it will take that product details, and then it will print on the form, and it will check the validation as well. Let me show you that also. I'm just making the category as the blank and say update. So it will say the category is the mandatory field. As you can see, the product category field is required here. So let me add something. Okay, and we'll say we will change some amount also, make 555 here, and just click on update. So logged in user as Arvind, and added user is also Arvind if you see in the database. Okay, so let me update it so that you will get some proper idea on that. So it will call the function of the database of the update with the new this data which we have filled here, and it will like set the flash message also, so that user will get the confirmation as the record updated successfully. So if you see this, we have updated 555 and okay, and let me browse once again, and inside database also it will get updated. Okay. So as you can see, we have this details has been updated as the last modified date, and data as updated by user as the Arvind. So in like this we have done the edit functionality also, and so I hope you got the idea about this edit functionality. So if you have any doubt, any question, then please put in the comment section, and thank you so much guys.